Marketplace welcomes all of you to this Vahipana, this storied place known as Kalua o Kau.
Queen Emma and their beloved son, the young Prince Albert, affectionately known as the Pride of Hawaii. We honor this ohana, this family now. Huli. We begin our time this evening together at a place in the center, the pico of our island, a place called Kahanamoku, home of the sacred birthing stones. At this site were born some of our most important chiefs, our alii.
Kawika Waikiki, kawika lalaki. Roku kaniloko komu alwa ke panoho kula kua kai hanau iona aliboi hoia ohava ne. Roku kaniloko komu alwa ke panoho kula kua kai hanau iona aliboi hoia ohava ne. Kawika lalaki. Wale kuile ahine hoki pano kamali. Apa amai kai ka vai o ki hau anu kuwa kawika lalaki. Hali mai na ke ala ke ala o malino anu au awai ka vai tuai tua vai kawika lalaki. Na moho ata ki hava ana bua kana au puni na la mai a po ni maka ilau kawika lalaki. Ahi pupu vai ko mika vivo ole ki malu hi anu kala mau ia mai na ai na mai hava ani I hau no o malu ia mi kau I ke mama la po kana vai ai ia mai ana kapuana no ku kani loku ko alu kawika lalaki. Hei no kawa ka kuira.
The lands upon which the center sit are known as Kalua o Kau, and was the area in Waikiki once belonging to our royal family and where they had one of their homes. Unfortunately, as a family, they would not be able to enjoy it together for long, as our young prince passed away at the tender age of only 4. Less than a year later, we would also suffer the loss of his father, our king, they say dying due to a broken heart. It was a sad time for all throughout Hawaii, but especially for our queen. But with the aloha, the love shown to her by her people, she was able to endure these sad and tragic times.
Ma Coco, oh here, vale oe ka o manu leo na he o ka uka. Oh here, vale oe ka o manu leo na he o ka uka. No ka ke ala ilia hi ka hiko i ka laula au. No ka ke ala ilia hi ka hiko i ka laula au. Wana we mai oe i ane i a kau i ke ano ahi ahi. Wana we mai oe i ane i a kau i ke ano ahi ahi. Huli hoi i hanaya ka malama ia i ho ke aloha. Huli hoi i hanaya ka malama ia i ho ke aloha.
Her people call to their queen, "Where are you, O sweet-voiced bird of the forest?" In the upland, the fragrance of the sandalwood perfumes the leaves of the trees. Return to your home where you can find love. May love be your constant companion. This is our praise, and may all hear the name Emalani.
Haina ka puana i lohe ia o e malani no he inoa. Haina ka puana i lohe ia o e malani no he inoa. E ala, ahie. Hei noa no kalele o nā lani.
Long may the name of our Queen live on. Thank you, ladies. Once again, to all of you joining us here this evening, aloha happy. Good evening and welcome for Onala Sunset Stories. Sit back and enjoy. Aoya, ahilino wanalino ya ahana, onala, o makaine keiko, aine uhi, uhi ko, hine uhi, mahune ayo, ina oi, na oi. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of our vendors of our marketplace and our royal family, we bid you a warm aloha, good evening and welcome for Onalani Sunset Stories. Tonight, here together in our Queen's Garden, we're going to explore the mo'olelo, the rich living history of our beloved Waikiki, sharing the music and dance traditions of our peoples of Hawaii and the Pacific, and also give a bit more history on these lands. We give from our royal family to show their aloha to their people. So, well, it's just an aloha in custom. When I say aloha to you, it's just an aloha in custom. When I say aloha to you, I love to sing for you a plaintive melody. Give to you a name, make you happy. Oh, it's just an old Hawaiian custom. When I say aloha to you, when I say aloha to you, and you, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Onala. Mahalo abiling me ke aloha o Kawika. It is such a pleasure to welcome you all here. My name is Kawika, and we begin exploring the mo'olelo, the rich living history of our beloved Waikiki, with the meaning of its name. In Hawaiian, Waikiki, with the emphasis on ki, means spurting waters, but has nothing to do with our ocean. We instead turn our attention to our Mauka, our mountain regions. There we find the valleys of Waikiki, Manoa, and Palolo, with the vai, or fresh water, that has always flown into this area. A bit later, I'll tell you what our mahi'ai, our farmers of old, did with this valued resource. But right now, our olapa, our dancers, are making their way to the stage because they want to tell you about the beauty of one of these valleys. Dressed in their beautiful green gowns, they're going to describe the verdant valley of Manoa as they perform for you. Nani o Manoa. Thank you, ladies. Here in our marketplace throughout the years, we've always had a wonderful combination of experiences. That combination has included wonderful dining, great shopping, and of course, lots of fun to be had by all. And in the early days, that fun was had at a club called Duke Kahanamoku. Mr. Duke, how will Kahanamoku help to introduce the sport of our people surfing to the world? And with the help of his handsome beach boys, we'd like to wish all of you this evening a warm aloha! Would you respond? Oh, man, we can do better than that. Here we go, boys. Let's try that one more time. Aloha! There you go. You know, the Duke and his beach boys love to enjoy the waters of Waikiki with our visitors. Taking them on surfboard rides, canoe surfing if the surf was really up, always keeping them safe. And if you were lucky enough to have the Duke on duty that day, well, as our boys are going to show you in this hula, you truly were in for a treat. For the Duke truly was larger than life.
Grandfather Neptune awards the golden medal to Kahanamoku, the crown you'll always wear. King the pride of all the Waikiki, surfing on the Nalu, appearing like a Manu. You would think a moment, you wore a feather garment, oh yeah, no, Kahanamoku, the idol of the Waikiki, swimming in the ocean without the slightest notion that he'd become Kalana throughout the good Honua. Oyano e Kaoi, King Kamehameha, conquer the island group. Do Kahanamoku, he simply conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Oh, do Kahanamoku, the pride of all the Waikiki, surfing on the Nalu, appearing like a Manu. You would think a moment he wore a feather garment. Oyano e Kaoi, King Kamehameha, conquer the island group. Do Kahanamoku, he simply conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Conquered all the waters and became the king of swimmers. Oh, do Kahanamoku, the pride of all the Waikiki, surfing on the Nalu, appearing like a Manu. You would think a moment he wore a feather garment. Oyano e Kaoi, Oyano.
Hey, the Duke and his handsome Beach Boys of Waikiki. Thank you, gentlemen. You know, another wonderful thing that our center has always prided itself on is having great entertainment. Throughout the years, all the famous names in Hawaiian music, Don Ho, Kuili, Genoa Keale, all performed here. Even our first all-Hawaiian music radio station, KCCN, AM 1420, had its beginnings broadcasting out of our famed treehouse, a replica of which you can find right at the front of our center, where much of the history of our center is contained. But you know, one of the things that truly always shone around the world was our hula, our dance. And in our hula we had many genres, but one in particular, the hapa became very well known around the world, for you see, it caught the eye of Hollywood. And well, the rest became part of our history. We share our favorite numbers as our dancers shine on stage for you. All the time in the tropical climb where they do the hula hula dance. I fell in love with this tropical love while doing that funny dance. This little kid, well, she never did. I've been in love before, so I made up my mind. I struck mine, the only girl that ever adored. Well, I love a pretty little hop holly hula girl with an awful little wiggle. Hula girl, she can sure make me giggle. Hula girl, with an awful little wiggle someday. Oh, next little hop holly girl, you might. You know, when our marketplace first opened up in the 1950s, it really created quite the buzz and stir about town. For you see, it was very unique and the first of its kind. It was unique in the way that I'll tell you in a second, but I want to mention that, you know, today, no matter where we go, you and I are very accustomed to finding things like this, shopping centers. One location where we can come and get everything we may need and or want. But in the 1950s, that concept was very new. And for our marketplace in Waikiki, and probably all of Hawaii, it was one of our first such shopping centers. But it was unique in that it wanted to create a village-like shopping experience that would transport people from the already paradise they found themselves in Hawaii to another wonderful land of make-believe. They created this village shopping experience to create this real kind of South Pacific feeling that was very popular, and how people understood the South Pacific to be through what was known as the Tiki Club culture. Now, this Tiki Club culture with its exotic tropic drinks was not really accurate in representing any of our peoples and cultures of the Pacific because it was totally made up. So therefore, our first marketplace, well, in its bones, we didn't have real true representation of the cultures and peoples of our Pacific. But it wasn't meaning that we were lacking in authentic cultural experiences to be discovered here at our center. These were found in the form of artisans and craftsmen who were invited by the center from the various Pacific islands around the Pacific to come and represent their peoples and cultures through crafts. They would set up shop, create the items unique to their cultures, and be able to sell them to the visitors. But not only were they able to sell them, they were more importantly able to function as cultural ambassadors, describing not only the importance of the materials that were being used, the significance to their cultures, but also being able to share more about the Pacific and our Pacific Island peoples. Another way through which people became accustomed to our Pacific Island peoples was through luau shows, hosted all throughout Waikiki, but here at Dawn, the Beachcombers nightclub. They would sample those exotic tropical drinks of that Tiki Club culture, but also see the dance traditions of our peoples of Hawaii and Polynesia. Like this next number that comes to you from the Isle of Tahiti, the Ote'a, or Festival Drum Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Yorana! Time in Waikiki's history of Polynesian pop culture, dancehall, and the Hapa holiday tunes that became famous around the world. We though now return our focus onto our queen who once called Kalua o Kauho. Queen Emma Kalaleona Lanina Eoruk was born on January 2nd of 1836. born to High Chief George Naia and High Chiefess Fanny Kekela Okalani Young, both of her parents descended from the Kamehameha house of nobility. As it was a custom in her time, Emma was hanai or adopted by her mother's sister, High Chiefess Grace Young Rook, and husband, Dr. Thomas Rook. Emma grew up assisting her father in his medical practice, a work which later would give her the insight to realize the needs of her people for access to modern Western medicines. With this realization, she and her husband, the king, gave of their personal time, monies, and lands to begin the Queen's Hospital, today known as the Queen's Medical Center of Hawaii. With its sole mission of providing free health care for their people, our royal family, the king and queen, gave the gift of Ola, or life, to their people through the modern Western medicines provided by the hospital. Our queen, very much aware of the untimely loss of her own life due to the early passing of both her son and husband, wanted to ensure that this gift would be around in perpetuity. Therefore, she created a trust, and when she passed away, all of her lands and wealth went into this trust. Those lands include these lands beneath our center, which to this day still generate rental income and provide assistance to our Queen's healthcare system and our people of Hawaii. We honor this legacy of Ola, life, this gift of aloha, love from our royal family, by presenting a living representation of our royal family in the form of our Queen. This evening, representing our Queen is our very own lovely Leilani, and it is my great honor to present to all of you Her Majesty Queen Emma Kalaleo Na'alani. It is such a privilege to be able to help share the story of Waikiki, its mo'olelo, but also that of our royal family. For you see, this place in which we find ourselves, Waikiki, was a place that was very, very cherished by our royal families, but also by our maka'ainana, our common people as well. For well over 100 years, the history of this place, known around the world, has been a destination to come and enjoy a vacation. And for those 100 years, yes, it has been a place where we, the kama'aina, the local people, receive our malihini, our guests, and be able to show ho'okipa, our wonderful hospitality to them. But when we started our show, we started it very specifically by providing the meaning of the name of this area, Waikiki, spurting waters. For it allows us to glean a much richer and deeper history by exploring this area through our language, our Olelo Hawaii. The reason we do this is because prior to the coming of missionaries into the Pacific, our peoples and cultures of the Pacific did not have systems of writing for their cultures, which meant that all of our history, our information, all was encoded into the language and passed from generation to generation through stories, mo'olelo, histories, mo'olelo, hula, the dance which tells the stories encoded in our mele, our songs, and our oli, our chants. And this name, Waikiki, allows us to see this area as it once was, a center of prolific production of the staple crop of our people, our taro, or as we call it, kalo. Taro can be raised both in a dry and wetland environment, and here in Waikiki, it was the perfect environment in which it thrived in its wetland lo'ikalo and provided for multitudes of people, not only here in Waikiki, but also in the surrounding areas. And under the tutelage of our ali'i, our chiefs, not only Waikiki, but all of Hawaii became a thriving, unified, independent nation, unified by Kamehameha the Great, the founding father of our Hawaiian nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed the show this evening, and if you did, please do us a favor. Right at the skirts of the stage, you're going to find a wonderful sign with a QR code which says, "Let us know how we did." Scan that under Hula Show. Please give us some feedback, but more importantly, on behalf of our marketplace and all of us, have a wonderful rest of your evening and a very fond aloha.